Hello everyone, my name's Mr Matthies and I'm teaching your kids AP Chem this year. I've been teaching here at East for 17 years and taught all sorts of different science classes, but this will be my sixth time teaching AP Chemistry. So I'm really excited for this year, even though I have to kind of grapple with the challenges of virtual learning here for a while. So with no further ado, let's just jump into the presentation, shall we? First thing I wanted to show you before I jump into the main part of the presentation is this website that your kids will be accessing throughout the year called Schoology. This is called pretty much our learner platform for the year, where students will get information. They will also get access to today's lesson plans, which if they click on that will open up into a page that has the link for our virtual learning meetings, as well as every day's lesson plan and objectives. So if they ever miss a day or are feeling sick, they can always go here and access the lessons, the resources we're using from our different unit packet pages, and also the homework that's assigned each night. Also on Schoology, any assignments that I push out can be found here. Typically, the assignments show up for your kids in the right column that they can just click on, and when they're ready to submit it, they can submit it via their Google Doc or an image off their phone and upload it to the site. They also have areas, 3 folders down below, which give them access to the different unit assignments, the different virtual labs they'll be conducting throughout the year as we are virtual, and also some more classroom information, which I just show you this for a second, has a lot of great resources, including a brand new AP Chemistry YouTube channel that gives a lot of information in case they need to access it because they missed a day. It has different teachers teaching the same information that they would have missed in that class period on the YouTube channel, kind of get them caught up. All right, with AP Chemistry this year, I just wanted to give you my contact information if you ever needed to ask a question or get clarification. Probably the easiest way to contact me is through my email, which you can see right here, steven.mathies@d303.org. I also have an office phone number, which if you call will probably just go to a voicemail bank, and then I'll be able to access that and get back to you after the school day. So probably the best way is just to email me. I see those on an hourly basis throughout the school day. I wanted to share with you some of the different course goals I have for your kids this year. The number one is getting them thinking and communicating scientifically. As you can see here, they're going to be analyzing and synthesizing graphs and text throughout the year. They've already engaged in designing experiments and collecting and interpreting that data. We do that a lot. As the year goes on, we're going to often see the evolution of different scientific models. We'll be able to evaluate and construct different models as we go through the year. And the most important skill, I think, is their communication and being able to use clear and concise language that offers and provides an explanation and not just a correlation of data. I work really hard to get them appreciating chemistry in their everyday lives and see how chemistry is all around them. And on the back burner, as we approach it, I want to get them prepared and comfortable with what to expect for the AP exam this year and how to feel good about the first year in college. And the AP exam comes this year on Friday, May 7th, and we're still waiting to see if that will be virtual again or if it'll be in person. Just have to wait and see how the year unfolds. A lot of parents often have the question, how is AP different than their first year that they took chemistry? One is definitely homework. Your kids can expect to have anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes of homework each night. That homework is from practicing different skills and applications to preparing a pre-lab that they're going to be doing the next day, class to putting together a presentation. It's all sorts of different kind of skills and things that they'll be doing. The grade distribution is a little bit different this year. In fact, let me go there really quick. Grades this year are very kind of simple. You have a breakdown for homework, which consists of 5% of their overall score. Assessments, which consist of exams and quizzes, count for the majority of their score, 80%. And then the many labs they do throughout the year will count as 15%. And typically the labs are the post-lab analysis, which goes into the 15%. So with that, it breaks down into an easy 90, 80, 70, 60. 90 and above is an A, 80 to 90 is a B, and so on and so forth. Math can be a challenge for some students this year. A lot of times we're looking at the concepts and applying the math to understand the concept. However, the hardest thing we look at is algebra this year, but there are a few units where we can expand that into calculus applications. If your child is in calculus, I'll make that connection for them. But they do not need to use calculus to solve for anything this year. And then the topics, as you can see here, are both plentiful and challenging. In fact, right now, some of the most challenging concepts that we're seeing right now in class is a review of the first chemistry class. And the reason why I say it's challenging is because right now I have students who have taken chemistry 3 years ago, some that have taken chemistry 2 years ago, and some that have taken it just last year. So it's a different level of freshness in everyone's head. But you can see that our foundations unit, our unit 1, is mostly reviewed from the first chem class, including gases. And then after that, everybody kind of comes back together again, because from that point on, all the information we look at is pretty much new for everyone. So we'll get into chemical reactions, introduce them to things like net ionics and redox chemistry, which is all brand new to everyone. And then we get into advanced structure function of matter, which is looking at bonding, alloys, spectroscopy. And then we get into the second semester, which looks at chemical kinetics, the speed of reactions, equilibrium for acids and bases, which is by far the most challenging unit we have through the year, which comes kind of toward the end of second semester. And then thermodynamics, the study of energy's connection to chemistry, and finishing up with electrochem. So we have a lot of different concepts that we're looking at throughout the year. And then support. This is often the other large question I get every year from parents is how am I supporting your child as they venture through this challenging content and skills? And the number one I would say is me. The office hours that have been built into our schedule happen on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are the even odd days of the week. And it's always they can always come in virtually from 7:20 to 8:15 to ask questions and get extra help from me. The second one is study groups. I highly urge that they reach out to their peers in the class and form study groups where they can meet virtually and talk about homework, study for tests and quizzes, and just, create this community of learning. It'll be a skill that they'll need to rely on too when they go off to college. A lot of times study groups help a lot of people through that first, second year. When we meet back in person, the Science National Honor Society often offers some peer tutoring before school and after school on these days, and can be a really big benefit. And I also wanted to show you a Google site. This is a lot of times where students will get extra resources. Each unit that they're studying is down the left side. And as they go into a unit, they can find extra resources, YouTube videos, links to websites that are helpful. And they also have different links and access to these different headings, the class, helpful websites. And as they start go throughout the year and get toward the end of the year, we'll start looking at different careers and their motivations of what they want to do in college. So I've included links there also. The other huge resource they have that came in really handy at the end of last year is their AP account for AP Central. This is where they can find that AP YouTube channel, as well as I'm going to be pushing out different resources to help prepare them for the AP chemistry exam. So there's a lot of great things on that AP Central website that they can use too. In closing here, I just want to urge you to help me kind of watch out for your kids as they go through AP Chem. It can get stressful at times, especially with this virtual learning. So if you ever have any concerns, questions, don't hesitate to contact me through my email or phone me. I also wanted to talk too on Hack. If you ever go into the grade for this class, if there's any missing information, they never submitted an assignment, or if they did submit an assignment, but for some reason on my end I couldn't access their assignment, you'll see a blank in the score for that particular grading assignment. And if there is a blank, I would love you to kind of try to urge them and motivate them to get that missing work. Believe me, I've been talking to them if they do have missing work in class. But I think if we kind of create a team effort here, your kids will be really successful this year. So as always, if you have any questions, concerns, don't be afraid to contact me. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you guys have a great night. I'm really excited to teach your kids, and look forward to hearing from you guys in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.